Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the video. This time is of the Mezco Toys 112 Collective Pink Skulls Chaos Club. These guys are amazing. And if you've loved Gomez, now they're expanding on the universe that is Gomez. And the Pink Skulls Chaos Club is pretty crazy. I have some direct feedback into their story. And what's kind of awesome about these guys is that they're a product of Gomez dimension hopping. When he dimension hops, he leaves behind his residue. And that residue actually is what created the Black Skulls, the Black Skull hive mind. They're the organization that is opposite of Gomez, and that kind of starts them off as the bad guys, which is why you see them with the Black Skulls. Again, this is all something learning, and it's actually a pretty cool story. Now, from those Black Skulls, though, Street Gomez got into it, dimension hopped a whole bunch of times, and mutated them even further. With that being said, they broke from that hive mind, and that's how these guys came about, the Pink Skulls Chaos Club. These guys are pretty cool, they're awesome, and they're here to basically cause a ruckus. They're not here to serve anyone. They're not here to serve a certain hive mind previously with the Black Skulls. They're here to kind of, stir it up a bit. And they do serve someone, from what I know. And it's going to be kind of crazy because, again, we don't know like what's going on with the Pink Skull Chaos Club. Who do they serve? Who shares on their hive mind network? All these cool things are kind of coming out and presenting a story. With that being said, I hope some really cool stuff happens and we get more comics with Gomez because I really want to know where this is going, how it serves the Void, who is the Void, will we get all that cool stuff. But anyway, let's jump into these guys finally, now that we have a cool little history about them. Now, what's cool about these guys is that they have their own little chaos thing going on. So it's kind of like the Warriors and the Wild Ones. And like the Skulls themselves is a mix of something else. And I'll get into that in a second. Now, let's talk about my favorite thing, the look and the articulation. These are the things that I enjoy. Now, you'll notice that there's three of these guys. They're a three-pack. They come together. They leave together. You know what I mean? No skull left behind. So articulation-wise, we can go up, we can go down, we can tilt left and right. We can get very expressive in the head area. Now, what's really cool about it is, and I didn't have that turned all the way around, if you see right here, there's this little spine going down, a little pink vertebrae, showing that these guys are kind of mutated, which kind of adds to the accessory on these guys being cool with the backstory. You know, they're not the same as previous. They're not the hive minds. They're something mutated by Gomez, which is pretty dope. Now, articulation-wise going forward, we have the upper torso. As you can see, the arms can fold out. There is bicep swivel. They are double jointed. Again, when you want to get the guns out, sun's out, guns out, let's have some fun. Arms can go up with no problems. Upper torso wise, it's looking fantastic. Dude can rotate all day around. He can Macarena. He can shake them hips. He can do whatever it is. At the lower torso, we're going to get a nice little bit of movement. Not nothing crazy, but enough to go forwards, backwards, and tilt a little left and right. Now the legs, as you can see, can go really high. So despite them dancing and having a crazy great time, they really can rough you up. You know what I mean? These guys are flexible. They can do what Gomez can do and probably worse because they don't have the level of restraint that he does. So as you can see, these guys can kick pretty good. Ankle articulation is pretty good. The legs are indeed double jointed, and there is a thigh swivel as well that goes outward. So articulation wise, it's looking like these guys share the same body as Gomez, which I honestly don't mind because I love the Gomez body. So as you can see here, these guys definitely got the look, the fashion. They don't play that game. So as you can see here, we know what we're getting with these guys. We know the look and the articulation so far, which is great. Now, I know you noticed a little watch here. Now, you actually get three of those, and I'll get into that in a second when we're talking about that. Now that we have these guys kind of hooked up, got a look. Let's actually pose this guy up. Show you that he can kind of stay all posed up. Voila. There we go, right? So, I know you see those cool three pink skulls, but what's really cool about these guys is that you actually get an alternative pink skull. And this pink skull actually is based off of The Nightmare Before Christmas. It gives you that cool Tim Burton horror vibes, and I really loved it. The patch skull look, where it's like, even though you've gotten a skull here, it's kind of like it's still matching up a bunch of different skulls and getting it all patchwork or it's been worked on. It just looks really cool. There's a lot of design in this. Lot of cool stuff. It gives me those creepy vibes of stuff like that used to pop up and like Adult Swim in the middle of the night. I like stuff like this. I really do. it's one of those things I'm really looking forward to popping these heads on. And let's just see how it looks actually real quick. This is fantastic. Definitely giving me creepy vibes. If you were hunting somebody down the alley and these guys came and beat you up with skulls like this, I wouldn't be laughing. I'd be mortified. Because it's like a creepy smile. You know what I mean? You just don't know what you're getting. So let's leave you like that, all posed up, looking real cool. One of the other things that we can talk about is, I guess we can start going into accessories, which is also a great thing about this because these actually guys come with a whole lot of stuff, a whole lot. So I'm actually, I'm gonna leave you with your cool, creepy head on. I'm gonna pose you straight up. Let's actually put your hands behind your back so you look even more creepy, right? Just staring at the screen, staring at you. And you look lax, so let's bring you over. And the first thing I want to talk about is their Johnny Caps. And the Johnny Caps are really, really cool because they actually fit only on this skull, but they have a great look to them. Now, as you can see here, it doesn't look like much with the cap on because it's normal, but with their flight jackets, though, they definitely have a very good look about what's going on, right? This combined with the flight jacket will definitely give you a much better look. Now watch. Because you actually get 3, 1 for each character. Who knows, we might give them individual names. Enjoy yourself. And as you can see, this guy sitting here looks really good. I just like him in the seat because he just looks so cool and lax. So the flight jacket plus the Johnny Cap definitely give these guys a very good hardcore scene look, which is pretty much the vibe that these guys are going for, which is really nice. It's one of those things where I don't know if you guys know anything about New York and the hardcore scene, even that of the ones in LA, but this is definitely the vibes that is given off. If you've ever watched The Warriors, actually, you know what you're getting. So look at this guy just standing here looking just intimidating. It's really, really great. And since I already have this guy here, the next thing I could talk about is his really, really cool jacket. Now, this flight jacket is dope. Now, you see it says PSCC, and we have some Chinese lettering. I'll tell you about that in a second. The Pink Skulls Chaos Club. Not Pink Skulls, not Chaos Club. Pink Skulls Chaos Club. It's like a pimp named Slickback. You got to say the whole thing, right? Also, the Chinese lettering, it translates to die free. So these guys don't want to be controlled from what I'm saying, what I'm getting by the Black Hive Mind, but they also don't want to be a part of anything else. They want to be their own thing. They don't want to be, attached to anything. They're their guys and they serve who they want to serve, from what I know so far. Then over here, we have the middle finger, which normally is Gomez's signature, FU, but now it's here on a jacket. Here we got the nice orange inside. I think it complements it very well with a nice little bit of color separation. So yeah, if you know anything about the Warriors, if you know anything about the homages to the scene like that of hardcore, these are definitely your guys. They've come to definitely wreck stuff. And I'm really feeling what I'm getting here. Like, look, you got a whole squad. These guys are vibing hard right now. Creepy, right? Now, you also get a bunch of cool stickers to match with stuff, right? So you get these brass knuckles. You get the No Future sticker. You actually have the little flame eye. You have the stars. Pretty much all the stuff you see pretty much in the hardcore scene, which is pretty dope. Let's not take away from that. It's really dope stuff. Now, we're going to get into stuff like their butterfly knives. Actually, these ones are switchblade knives. So these, you actually get 3 of these, the switchblade knives. I only have 2 in my hand right now, but you actually get 3 of these. Now, let's change the focus. Voila. And you see that you get these. Again, going back to the hardcore scene in the 70s and 80s. Then you also get wrenches. Now, I know this doesn't seem like much, but if you've ever seen a movie with like Gangs of New York or Warriors, again, I keep referencing the Warriors because I'm telling you, I love the Warriors. But you know that stuff like this is actually absolutely a weapon in the hands of anybody. You know what I mean? So you get 2 of those. You actually get multi-loaf cocktails. So you get one that's not lit. Voila. Which actually looks really, really good the way it's done. It's dressed, it's wrapped, it's pre-soaked. As you can see, it has that nice little vibe. It's painted really well to make it look like it's been pre-soaked. And this one shows it being lit. So again, when you want to cause mayhem, destruction, and discord and fight the power, multi-loaf cocktail is the way to go, right? You actually get one lit, one non-lit. Really dope stuff. You get handcuff sets for when you want to cause a ruckus or, steal a police handcuffs. These actually come opened here at the top. So if you want to slip a hand through, what I suggest is if you're going to put it on characters, you actually just take the hand pegs off and slide it on and then slide the pegs back on. I highly recommend you do just that. You get 2 sets of cuffs. Then what's also pretty cool, you get 3 sets of chains. Again, warrior style. This is your gangs of New York. This is, we're doing it rough, we're doing it to the streets, and we're going to personally seek you out and beat you with these chains. You get not 1, not 2, but you get 3 sets, 1 for each character. Look pretty good. They have a good bit of range on them too, so you can see here, nice and strong as well. Then you also get katanas, so you'll get 3 of these, because although they are not Gomez, they probably still take after him in some shape or form, or they want to take after the fact that, they want him dead. So why not seek him out using a weapon that he's familiar with? The blades are actually done really nice. They're pink and black on the sheath. The blades themselves are pink, and you have a gray hilt for them. Really nice stuff. And they sheath very easily. Then you get probably my favorite weapon that you get with these guys. You get a baseball bat, right? Now, the thing about the baseball bat that I love and I enjoy is that it says Skull Crusher on it. It's clear, so if you want to do cool stuff like add blood effects and splatter and stuff like that, the fact that it says Skull Crusher on it immediately makes me happy. These guys have pink skulls, clear baseball bats, and it says Skull Crusher. They clearly know that they're always coming for your head. These are the kind of things I really enjoy because it takes a look and dab at these kind of things that, normally is like not something, but as you create a world, stuff like this is like really cool. I like stuff like that. Like I said, you get 3 of these. Then you get messenger bags. Now the messenger bags are actually really cool because, again, we get stuff like this for figures, but we don't actually get cool things like this. Like, we get cool stuff. But messenger bags kind of go the way of, if Gomez is going to use a backpack, why don't we be a little different and we do the messenger bag, which is a more classic scene to it. They actually wrap around pretty well on the characters. Actually, let's use one with the jacket so you can see that even with the jacket on, it looks really good. I'm going to pop the head off. So you can put it to the side. You can strap it around. You can actually do a lot with this. And the strap is adjustable. So you got a good looks going on with your Pink Skulls Chaos Club. Let's put you right there, right? You get 3 of those. And last but not least, you get 3 masks. Now the masks are actually really cool because with the mask, if you have the first Gomez from the Agent Gomez, you notice that this is also the same color as his board. So that's actually pretty cool, and I like that they did that. I like that this is the color as well. So even with the Johnny Caps, even with the flight jackets, you can still add an extra little element and mystery to it by adding on the mask. These can also be tied, or you can set them around the neck and tie them as well. Again, it's all about how you want to go about the look on them. I haven't decided about how I'm going to go on my look. I'll decide when my photos come. And the last thing that I did not cover yet, well, as far as accessory-wise, is the hands. But the normal accessories that you get watches, they have 3 different colors. This one is blue. His is green. And his is yellow. If I could pull up his sleeve gently. So as you can see, so not only will this help you tell them apart, it actually gives them a sense of individuality as well. It's not one of those things where it's all the same color as well. So this is nice. This is a really nice set in the Gomez world building. I like that these are the first set of antagonists. I won't call them necessarily villains yet because we don't know their agenda, but antagonists, and I like where this is going. Now, as far as the hands go, they've packaged them really well in 2 separate trays, so I don't have to actually take them out for you to see. If you have Gomez, you know all the types of crazy hands they come with. You get those staple hands that you get with your Gomez, and it's 3 of each. So there's no missing hands. They get all the cool hands, right? Now, normally I don't get to show this kind of stuff, but I was told I can show it. So I'm going to move you guys back, and we're going to show you a nice little surprise the Pink Skulls Chaos Club packaging on the outside. So, Pink Skull Chaos Club is wrapped in a nice tin can like that of Popeye. It comes in a really fresh to dope can. Fresh to death. Now, there's also caution tape, which I'm not sure what we're getting with the caution tape. It says Rumble Society. What's inside? Obviously, it's these guys. But you see 3 skulls for the 3 of them. Pink Skulls Chaos Club, die free. You get the Mezco exclusive sticker. You get the same on the other side. And this actually removes very easily by either wrapping it and just pulling it down. I really like this yellow caution tape. Well, Rumble Society tape, I should say. So you can either pull it down to the side or have it wrapped away in the other way. Either way. And on top, you have a nice skull that kind of goes in there. And it's embossed, or engraved, I should say. It's right on top. Real solid, real nice stuff. This tin can is actually really dope. It is a huge space saver as well. The fact they fit so much in 3 figures into the tin can, it's one of those things where I don't have to worry about a big chunky box. It's packaged really well, and it's really protective of my figures. So I appreciate this, especially after recently having a flood. So I knew if my figures were in this, they'd be safe. So this feels great to have. So, if you haven't already, there's also the stand. So the stand will have the Pink Skulls Chaos Club look on it. Voila. Now we're going to jump into size comparison so you guys can see what's going on. And I'm going to leave this guy out. I'm actually going to give him his default skull. I want to give these guys names, but I just don't know what I'm going to call these guys yet. Well, I mean like nicknames. Just not sure yet. So we're going to leave you out up front. We're going to fix up my lighting and my focus. Voila. And we're going to jump into size comparisons. First things first, I want to compare him to Gomez. Because if you're going to have an antagonist, right, you need the hero to compare it to. Well, in this case, not the hero, but the protagonist himself, Gomez. And I've got the agent, and I chose the Stealth Ops because he has a different boot. So you can see what he looks like next to both of them. Voila. So size-wise, we're looking at the same size, especially for something that mutated from him. Dimension hopping, right? Next up, we're going to compare it to an Articulated Icons Ninja and a Lightning Collection Beast Morphers Blue Ranger. Size-wise, we know what we're getting with those. Voila. Next up, a 1000 Toys Synthetic Human and a Mafex Spider-Man. Doo-doo, right? Good looks. We have a Mythic Legions Green Orc Army Builder. Then we have the SH Figure Arts Kamen Rider Kuga. Let's get all these guys standing nice. Voila. As you can see, SHF is always going to be smaller. But it looks like the Pink Skulls Chaos Club is going to be running through universes because they look about the same size as just about almost the majority of a lot of other lines. Here they are next to a Storm Collectible Scorpion. Looking pretty good, but the Scorpion is obviously too big. But they'll probably jump Scorpion, so it doesn't even matter. Here they are with a Marvel Legends Spider-Man. All right? So they're pretty much going to be beating up everybody across the multiverse in this case. Last but not least, we have a Mezco Custom Ninja Me on a Diabolic body. So you can see what it's like next to other Mezcos. And as you can see, they size up pretty well. Right? All the good things, none of the bad things. All in all, I've really enjoyed this set. I hope you guys found it informative, and I hope you enjoyed. And I'm really, really looking forward to expanding in the Gomez universe. But if you aren't ready, I hope you get ready soon, because this is going to be dope. In the meantime, guys, I hope you enjoyed as always. Hope you find it informative. Last of all, hope you do good, be good, drink your water. Later. One more special mission report at the end of this. One quick thing I do want to add on, because I know we all asked that question, and even I forgot for a second. Do these guys also have magnetic feet? The answer is yes. For somebody who's mutated, you know, these guys come well prepared. So just keep that in mind. These guys are also magnetic to the core, baby. Later.